Greg Dulcich, tight end out of UCLA, 6'4", 243 pounds, will be 22 years old in 5 months at the NFL season. Ran a 4.69 40, 34-inch vertical, 122-inch broad jump, 7.053 cone. Pretty good for a man of his stature.
Very good. Yep.
A 4.37 20-yard short shuttle, which is pretty good for running a 4.69. Somebody who really good with the ball in his hands, right? Good contact balance, good run after the catch. He's a former wide receiver, so he's a pretty good athlete.
Preferred walk-on.
Yeah. Yeah, preferred walk-on, which is nice because you're preferred.
Yeah.
Ran good routes, ran a pretty broad route tree. Gets out of his breaks really, really well for his size. Good vertical threat. Did a good job at contested catches. Strong hands, only had 5 career drops, which is a nice attribute for any player at the receiver position. But some of the things I didn't like about him was he did have some concentration drops. So I feel like out of those 5, some of those concentration drops was not a huge concern. But his blocking's not very good at all. I mean, he's almost like he has no bend in his knees. Like he's just standing there kind of like play patty cake with you. It's like, dude, block somebody.
My note was that they're not likely to run behind him in the running game, and they're not really going to set him out on the edge. And
he's a receiving tight end.
Yeah, they're not going to ever ask him to like block an edge rusher,
which is why I like him for fantasy.
Absolutely,
that's where the upside is. And
yeah,
even though he's a receiver, like he's not a receiver. He doesn't have like he's not T.J. Hockenson. He doesn't have like for a size guy have a lot of agility. He's more of like a north-south kind of guy with good, decent enough speed, but he's a big receiver. Like he's a big receiver. He really offers the fantasy football upside. If he's in the right offense, he's going to produce. Like he's going to be that tight end 7, tight end 6 for you if he gets in the right offense.
And you said something about some concentration drops. He also, on the flip side of that, I felt like he made some nice over the shoulder type of catches.
Oh yeah, really good catches
and stuff around the boundary.
Strong hands, I wrote.
Yeah, so I think you're going to live with a couple concentration drops when he is making those nice kind of sideline toe tap type of grabs and stuff like downfield over his shoulder. So he does make the big plays.
It was a minor no for me because I always try to find some cons for somebody like that. It's kind of counterintuitive. I wrote concentration drops for cons in the pros. Very strong hands, only 5 career drops.
Sure. So all 5 of those drops were concentration drops, according to Richard. But I think he has good size. I think there are some tight ends that you look at and you're like, was he a running back and he outgrew his body? Like, was he a high school running back, outgrew his body and kind of had to convert to tight end, which I think we'll touch on later with somebody down the road a couple. But he is clearly a guy that was a wide receiver and outgrew his body and kind of outgrew that position and moved on to tight end.
He came to UCLA at 208.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had to work his ass off as a preferred walk-on to make the team and continue to play and gain all that weight.
Yeah,
that says something for who type of player he is too. And
I think he looks still at like he has a little bit of that wide receiver movement left. Obviously, he's a bit stiff because he's almost 250 pounds. So he's not going to be like the most fluid athlete, but I think he can win. I think he can get open, and he is by far the most kind of explosive in and out of breaks.
Yeah. I actually think he offers a little bit after the catch too.
Yeah.
I thought his run after catch was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought his contact balance showed there. I thought he offers probably the highest upside when it comes to fantasy football at the tight end position. I think Trey McBride's way safer, but Dulcich offers
with that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to weigh that out. I'm trying to weigh that out because both these guys, I'm like, are they 1? Who's 2? I don't know. I'm gonna let the draft
let's
play
see
that
laugh.
out.
I have them in the same tier. They're the only 2 in that tier, and I also am similarly having a hard time. Literally, I've flipped like 3 times today, like while we were watching tape, like which one I like better and which one I was going to put at number 1. So it is very difficult. We have another few weeks until the draft, or another couple weeks till the draft, and then another few weeks until our show's kind of nailing this stuff down a little bit, and by then we'll have a lot more information, and hopefully by then it'll be a lot easier decision to figure out who we got first and who we got second.
If I have to guess, I would say Trey McBride will get the better draft capital, better landing spot, and I think it's going to be pretty safe to say that that's there. But I think they're 2 when it comes to rookie drafts. I think they're like back to back. Like, okay, he just took Trey McBride. I'm taking Greg Dulcich coming out, missing out on the second tight end. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a 1-2 kind of pick thing. Right after like a Dameon Pierce goes, then it's gonna be these couple tight ends right around there. So, Jared, you got anything to add on top of that?
No, I sprinkled in my 2 cents there on Dulcich.
But a very solid prospect and a second-round pick for sure in all rookie drafts, whether it be tight end premium or non-tight end premium.
I think that's accurate. Yeah, I think he should be right around the second, maybe back end on a normal draft.
I bet he gets the draft capital. It boosts him up a little bit there, definitely because you take all the quarterbacks out of the Superflex, so it puts him up there. So I think he'll be. I think either way, he's right around like pick 15, 16, 17, right in there, like high to mid second round. And if he goes to the second round of the NFL draft, certainly that's where he'll fall.
Absolutely, he will.